What's up, Facebook land? It's Chris Angel coming at you. Look, just off fresh off a coaching call with a great client / good friend over the years here. And the thought that I have to share with you is that your success in business, you could say your success in life, but for those of you in business, like, it's a lot like putting together a 1,000-piece puzzle, right? It's interesting because in the coaching relationship, for the first 6 months to 2 years, the coaching relationship is turning over the puzzle pieces, right? My family and I would like to do puzzles around the holidays, and they're usually 1,000-piece puzzles, okay? And what's the first thing you do? You dump that thing out on the table, and this is my least favorite job, but I suck it up as the dad and I do it, is to turn over all the puzzle pieces, right? And so you're turning them over so that they're all right set up and you can see the colors and the images on those puzzle pieces. Yeah, that's the job. So for the first 6 months to 2 years, coaching is about turning over the puzzle pieces in your business, in your life. What's working, what's not working. Let's see what we are dealing with. And once those puzzle pieces are turned over, now here's the real work, right? The real work of putting a puzzle together is trying the different combinations. And this is the part that sucks, people. Like, this is the part that most of you, when you're doing a puzzle, get tired of. Lately, like a couple years ago, my family were doing easier puzzles. Now they're getting into harder puzzles. And what I've noticed is, like, I will show up, I'll sit down at the table, they're all doing puzzles and all geeked out on getting them all together. And it's too hard. I don't know, I can't see where to put something. And so I check out and I go sit. So I've asked my family now to buy easier puzzles, right? Still 1,000-piece, but a little bit easier, please. Okay. And now I can actually participate in the puzzle. But isn't that interesting? Because that's like life. That's like business. When the puzzle is too tough, you check out. I know I've done it. I've checked out of business when I can't figure out where the puzzle pieces fit. Okay. So once the first 6 months to 2 years of coaching is sort of underway and we've turned the puzzle pieces over in your business, this is where the grind starts to happen. It's like we've got to start trying stuff. And people will tell you, hey, here's like the 5 easy ways to 10x your income overnight. And that has been pitched so many times now that I think all of us in business are kind of left to go like, I've heard it all before. Everybody's trying to sell me something. It's never that easy. And I think that's probably true. There are some models, there are some systems we can use, but I also think it's never that easy, right? It's never just that easy. There is a grind to you taking a model or you taking some wisdom and trying to apply it to your puzzle pieces, the puzzle pieces of your business, right? So, look, what is there to do? Once you turn the puzzle pieces over, what there is to do is to start trying different combinations. Where does this puzzle piece fit? Let me take it out of puzzle analogy for a minute. If you are a people person, so the client I just got the call with is a people person. He's great with people and he prefers one-on-one to small groups, not big groups, right? He's great. He's such a conscientious, good human being, right? When you get to know him for any 5 minutes, you're like, this dude is a good dude. Like he's a great human being. So I've been working with him on different Facebook stuff and business to business strategies and let's grow a VIP program and all this stuff. And we've been working together now for a couple of years. And the thing is, like, we've turned over all the puzzle pieces in his business. Like, there's not a lot of new ideas we need to add to his business. Like, we've kind of uncovered it all. What there is to do now is start to try to put those pieces together. So what I said today in our call was like, because you're good one-on-one with people, go find the connected people in your community, right? Whether they're a business owner or even like he has a friend that's a city planner, right? Who are your connections? Who are your connectors that you have relationship with? Go take that relationship to the next level. You only need a core group. Look, Jesus only needed 12. So you only need a core group of what, 3, 4? To really start to branch your presence out into your community. So I said to him, go find your connectors in the community. Go find 3 to 5. That's your action item. 3 to 5 connectors that you have relationship with. And then ask them, hey, I've enjoyed our friendship over the years. What I noticed recently is that I've never asked you what you're trying to accomplish and how we could make an impact in our community together. Is that an interesting conversation for you? And then see what they say. And what you're looking for are 3 to 5 influencers where if you can come together and find a shared vision, what'll happen is they'll start to take ownership of the vision and they'll do some of the heavy lifting for you. That is an example of trying to take the puzzle pieces and looking at, okay, this is what we have to work with. You're good at this. Where does you being good with people one-on-one fit in the puzzle of you trying to create influence in your community, right? So look, guys, whether you have a coach, let me say this, having a coach is super helpful in turning the puzzle pieces over in your life. And then once the puzzle pieces are turned over in your life, having a coach is super helpful in you sticking with it, because if you don't have a coach, sometimes it's just easy to check out. Tell me I'm wrong. It's just easy to check out. I know, I've done it. But even if you don't have a coach, let me just be clear, like there's 2 steps to this, right? Your success in business will, number 1, come down to your ability to turn over all the puzzle pieces. Some of you are trying to put together a puzzle and you haven't turned over all the pieces. You don't understand. It's like when you can see it's like not having the box to look at the picture for the puzzle. You're like, I don't even know what I'm putting together, because you don't have a model. You don't have an image to compare it to. So you're just trying to put pieces together without the bigger picture, right? So some of you don't have that, and you need to figure out, like, what is this that I'm building? What am I choosing to build? What is my vision for this thing? Okay. Now, the second piece is, once you have all those puzzle pieces turned over, like, you just got to stick. That's where you've got to have a big enough why to endure all the stuff that gets in your way, right? All the how to get there. That's a Jim Rohn quote, by the way, right? Like, when you have a big enough why, you'll endure any how to get there. So that is the sucky part of putting a 1,000-piece puzzle together when you don't know what the picture is, or even when you do know what the picture is. Like, you've got to try a bunch of stuff. Okay, you got to try a bunch of stuff. That's it. And that takes a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of passion to stick that out. And a lot of business people just don't. They just don't. They won't go the distance. It gets too hard. And by the way, if you haven't surrounded yourself with people to encourage you on that process, then yeah, you might check out. That's where community is really valuable, right? And sometimes a coach can provide that for you. And if you don't have a coach, then you better put people in your life that are going to encourage you and champion your dream. Because there will be times when you don't want to put the puzzle together anymore. All right, gang, thanks for hanging out with me for a minute or two. Have a great weekend. It's only Thursday, but have a great weekend. And if you have thoughts, I'd love to hear them in the comments. See ya.